Hey class, so I had a question over number 11, and number 11 is on lesson 9-7. So deals with Sandy, and she brought 6 1/4 dozen cookies to the bake sale. Alejandro brought 1 3/4 dozen fewer cookies than Sandy brought. How many dozen cookies did Alejandro bring? So really what we have here is, because it says fewer cookies, that means that you got to take 6 1/4 and you're subtracting 1 3/4 from that. And then what you're going to end up getting is a mixed number in a fraction, or a mixed number, so a whole number in a fraction. And that's going to be how many dozen cookies Alejandro brought. So it's going to look like this: 6 1/4, 1 3/4. So here we go. 6 1/4 minus 1 3/4. Alright, 6 1/4 is going to look like this. So it's going to take a minute because you have a bigger fraction over here than right here. You can't just subtract this and thinking that you're going to end up getting 5 2/4. That's not going to be correct. So you have to borrow. And fractions with borrowing, or mixed numbers with borrowing, can be really kind of confusing. But really what you do is you break down 6 1/4 into this. You have a 4/4, that's 1, plus 4/4, 2, 4/4, that's 3 wholes, 4/4, that's 4 wholes, 4/4, whoops, that's 5, and then I get down to here, whoops, getting sloppy, there's 5 wholes, or that's 6 wholes. So what you have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, 6 wholes, and then plus, you're going to have another 1/4. Alright, so if you add all those fourths up for 6 1/4, you would have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 25/4. So that means that 6 1/4 is really 25/4. Okay? So 25/4 minus. And what's 1 3/4 going to look like? Well, here's 1 3/4. So 1 3/4 would be a 4/4 plus a 3/4. That's 1 3/4. So how many fourths would that be? 7/4. Now you subtract them. So if you subtract 25/4 minus 7/4, you're going to end up having 18/4. Now you have to simplify that. So what is 18/4? Well, how many 4/4 would be in 18/4? And that's going to give you your whole number. So here we go with 18/4 now. So 18/4 is this: 4/4 plus 4/4 plus 4/4. There's 12/4. Can we do one more? Yep. Another 4/4. That's 16/4. And then, how many more to get to 18/4 from 16/4? Would be a 2/4 left. Alright, so what you have here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2/4. 4 and 2/4. And now, after all that, you're still not simplified because now you have to divide the top and the bottom by a common factor. Because 2 and 4, they share a common factor of 2. So we're going to divide, keep the 4, the whole number 4. And now you're going to divide the 2 by 2 to make 1. 2 divided by 2. And 4 divided by 2 to make 2. So after all that, 4.5 is your answer. Hope that makes sense, guys. I know it's a lot. Be careful with these subtraction ones. I'm going to create another video on this lesson coming up this week so that you can go through these and make sure you do them correctly, because if you're not careful, problems like this one can be tricky. I know a lot of you might have gotten like 5 2/4 for your answer for that one, and it's just not right. So, all right. Please keep asking questions, though. Miss you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.